Hello and welcome back to Frogboy X1 Gaming. I'm Andrew and today I want to show you another one of them games that I'm talking about that just looks better on an AMD graphics card than it did on my RTX 3080. So we're going to go ahead and jump in here. We're going to check out some Assassin's Creed Unity. I had to start recording before the game loads or I can't like push the record button. Um, I am actually recording this using Streamlabs, which I've found kind of interesting. I was doing that. I was doing that earlier. I mean, I can still. Come on, game, just freaking load already. Gosh, Ubisoft and your little freaking Connect. Let me change that. Can't have you guys see my password. So I sad face. Oh wait, you probably couldn't see it anyways. Okay, well, all right. Let's go back down. I should have just kept the thing like this the whole time while it was loading in. So then it would be easier for you to see. So, but I want to show you this. Let me turn this sound down a little bit though, so that it's not too soundy. I don't have the sound for the game coming through, so it probably will be all right. But see, this is like an Nvidia game too. That's what I don't freaking understand. Like, this is an actual Nvidia sponsored title and it looks better on the AMD graphics card. It absolutely looks better. Now it just looks like super over sharp on the I'm doing these videos at 1440p right now just because I just got back from a thing, but I want to show you guys. I'm gonna do a few of these. I'm gonna all the ones that I found, all the games that I have that I found that look better on the AMD. We're gonna go ahead and make a video on these and kind of talk about it so that you guys can get that so that you guys can like see if there's a way on your Nvidia card, if you still have Nvidia, to fix this. But like, yeah, this game just looks so much better on the freaking AMD card. It doesn't look as sharp and crispy as it did on um this one here. Might actually have a little bit of a, but just like the colors look a little better. The overall architecture doesn't look as sharp, and some people might like that sharp look though, man, and that's like a thing that like it's all about the taste of what you see. But for me, man, oh my gosh, this just looks absolutely incredible. Now I was gonna make a video on this a little while ago, but for some reason we were getting I was getting every time I'd go to record it, it was just getting dark and you couldn't hear my voice and stuff. So I was like, wow, we'll just look at it this way. Like, you look at the front of the Notre Dame. Wow, just looks absolutely freaking beautiful on this. I like it, you know. I like the way this I like the way this looks. It doesn't look like over sharpened. It doesn't look, it doesn't look too and I mean, like, this right here just looks nicer when you're walking around through here. I mean, I could go do that mission, but I mean, this just looks absolutely incredible. Like, this has never blown me away like this. I mean, don't get me wrong, on the Nvidia card, like, it looks good, it looks sharp or whatever, but for some reason this just looks better to my eye on on the AMD cards. Like, this looks beautiful. This is a nice looking game. I really do like the way this one looks. Look at all these people like just going crazy. Bet we could get up this tree. Let's see. Let's get up here. This is like probably one of my favorite Assassin's Creeds by far. I like this one out of I just I love the parkour on this one more than. Ooh, that's not a very good fall if we did that. I love the parkour up, parkour down. Very cool. Getting over here. Yeah, I love the way this looks now. It's absolutely freaking beautiful the way the overall visuals on here look. Very nice game. If you haven't played this one, like this is an absolute must freaking play. I think so, anyways. I mean, this is absolutely one of my favorite Assassin's Creeds. Very, very nice. I love climbing these buildings on here. Very, very fun. Getting up here and just kind of looking out over the. I don't know if I'd ever do that, dare to do that in real life. Get out here and look out across the landscape. My gosh. Like you could see the billboard trees turning as you turn the camera, though. This is definitely some primitive stuff going on this game. I kind of wish they would do an upgrade for this one. At least give it a farther draw distance so that you could see. Wait, where's our there's got to be a place to jump down to. Ooh, man, that doesn't look promising, does it? Well, if we don't survive. Ooh. Yeah, we'll just do this. Still got the jump downwards, so it doesn't matter. You don't have to freaking. I wonder if it was right there. Like, where's the thing for that? But this one here is so freaking cool, man. Being able to go in these windows. Freaking parkour in this game is awesome. Very, very, very cool, man. This is incredible. I could play this game for probably the rest of my life. Well, maybe not the rest of my life. Eventually, it's going to start to look pretty freaking dated, but for the most part, like the architecture and like it holds up pretty good still today. Like it does on the PC. Like this game holds up very well. It still holds up pretty good on Xbox. You got like 60 frames a second on Series X now, which is pretty nice. It does hold up fairly decently. I mean, like this is probably one of the nicest looking. Like you get down here to the ground level, you start looking at the ground and stuff. Wow, this is incredible how good this game still looks on the PC. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. Do you think we could jump all the way to that next one? Whew. No, we're not gonna make it. But now we are back down to the ground level. Walk around France. Very beautiful game. Very beautiful game. Yeah, man, this is awesome. This one here looks very, very nice. Very nice on the PC on this AMD graphics card. Absolutely incredible. So, all right, my friends, let me get this. Let me go ahead and stop this. Got to get out of the game completely just to be able to talk to you for a minute. Okay, so that there is another one of the games that I've found so far. Like as I've been going through things, some people were saying this in the comments section, so I was like, man, I want to check that out because I did notice that immediately. Like one of the first games I played on this card was TT Alaman 3, and I instantly saw like the visuals look closer to what they do on the Xbox, and I was like, wow, that's interesting. And on the 3080, it just looked like really sharp and like over sharpened. To be completely honest with you, and with the visuals on this AMD graphics card, it kind of just fills things in a little bit differently. So like the overall visuals, they just look a little bit more um they look more refined on Nvidia. Like, okay, so here's the thing: if you bought an Nvidia graphics card and brought it home, and you put one of these games on and you didn't see it anywhere else, you would immediately think, oh yeah, this looks great because it's sharp, it looks 4K, it's all beautiful. All of that, like like if you haven't experienced like on the Xbox or an AMD graphics card, I don't think you would be none the wiser, honestly. Like, you wouldn't. I don't think you would be able to. I don't think you would know. But being able to see like the difference, going from one graphics card to another, and then being able to just see like the graphics be different and look different, like, you notice that, like, you immediately, especially if it's a game that you play a lot and that you've experienced a lot. Going this game right here, so Assassin's Creed, the one where we were looking at just now, Assassin's Creed Unity. um you're not going to be able to tell that by looking at that on the Xbox or the PlayStation. You're not going to be able to tell that. So going from the Xbox or the PlayStation over to an Nvidia graphics card and seeing that game, you'll be none the wiser. You'll just be like, whoa, this looks really sharp, and areas are going to look really good. But going from Xbox to Nvidia to AMD, and then looking at it and seeing how the visuals are a lot better looking, like, you're like, whoa, this definitely looks different. And you'll see it immediately if you have an AMD or an Nvidia graphics card and you have an AMD card. For all the people that watch this channel that do, experience these games, I implore you to check this out and see if maybe you can and see if maybe you can figure out why it looks better on the AMD card than it looks on the Nvidia card. So I would like to see it. And I mean, maybe you hit me up and let me know. Maybe do a video and I'll watch your video and see the difference or whatever. But to me, this is one of those things that that adds to the experience of AMD. Adds to like the argument pile of like, hey man, AMD is a good choice, as opposed to something like buying an Nvidia graphics card. Like, there are pros and cons to each different card, obviously, and this is one of the ones that, in my opinion, this matters more to me than DLSS. Having my games look better, especially games that I like to play a lot, and games that normally, like, I find the over sharpening look to just be like not that very good, but then being able to come back and see these on the AMD card and have them look better and not necessarily perform better. I mean, obviously I got good performance out of the Nvidia card on that game. I mean, it's old enough to where that 3080 was rocking this game, really good frame rate, really nice. I mean, so it wasn't a question of that. It's like the AMD card, how you have a little bit better control over your like colors and saturation and stuff like that. That mixed with the visuals just not looking like over sharpened, that's a really nice touch, man. That actually adds to the experience for Assassin's Creed Unity, whereas the other just over sharpened and not as not as colorful. And that kind of does go into it too a little bit. Like, I feel like the color saturation for the AMD cards is definitely better, so that actually adds to the look as well. And that's something I forgot to mention in the WRC 10 video that I just put out when I was talking about that. The overall look to these games that the Nvidia graphics, or to the AMD 7900 XT has brought to this experience for me, definitely outweighs the things that I've given up on the Nvidia Nvidia card. To be completely honest with you, there are just things that matter more to each individual person. Like, some person might like that that not stale, but just muted color tone for some of these older games, and that really sharp look. Some people might act like love that, and that's fine. Like, your tastes are your own. But for somebody like me that appreciates like a more bold looking color palette, and a fuller looking, like not super hard, but a little bit softer overall image quality, it still get like 4K or whatever. To me, that just looks better to my eye for those specific types of games. And it looks great. Now, like a game like Jedi Survivor, where both of them basically look the same, like, you're not going to be able to tell anything. Other games like these AAA games that are coming out, most of them basically look the same. Like, So like being able to find like a difference that way, I feel like Nvidia might have an edge, you know, with like DLSS or something like that, the newer technologies, you know, to be able to give you a different type of image quality on some of those games that look the same. So there's pros and cons to both of these cards. So before you pull the trigger, before you make a decision, I do implore you to watch a lot of things, but it is hard to find information like this of 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 things that are going to, you know, be better for you on AMD, because all anybody talks about anymore is just Nvidia DLSS and this and that and ray tracing and blah blah blah. So you get kind of lost. You get kind of lost. But if you're like me and you like to go back and experience some of these older games that you used to love on your console and you want to see them at their freaking absolute max, like Castlevania is another one that we're going to be showing off on this as well, because that's one of those ones that has that older like sharpened look when you put it on PC on the Nvidia card, where actually it looks a little bit better on the on the AMD card. So there's a lot of them. I do have a lot of those types of games, so I'm going to be making some videos on those. And the new series is going to be, why do these games look better on the AMD card than the Nvidia card? So thank you for sitting through this. I really appreciate it. I know this is literally subjective information, subjective to your eye, basically. But when I've got other people like saying, "Yeah, dude, I've seen that," and that's something to talk about. That's something to dig into. That's something for us to experience and like try to find out together and like really talk about it, because these subtle things matter to certain people where, you know, you're not going to get that information when you're just out there trying to get your benchmark numbers and all of that stuff. Nobody's going to dig deep into some of this stuff like I'm willing to do, because these things actually stand out to me and actually matter. And that's what I mean about my content being a little bit different than other people's, is I'm going to find like stupid stuff like this to talk about. You know, like I was one of the first channels to like really go on and on and on about Dolby Vision. Like I love Dolby Vision. I think Dolby Vision is absolutely incredible. So, especially for games. So if you like this content, don't forget to like and subscribe, man. We'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching. I really do appreciate it.